people deluded. I hope you all can hear me fine and them things there. I know a couple of you have been, some of you can say you hear me fine, some of you can't. I don't know what the issue is. You're going to have to bear with me until improvements can be made. But yeah, cracking on. We're almost a couple of weeks or under a week or so, if you can call it that, from January. So with that being said, the market's going to open. January is always a tough time to do business. Well, but we know between now and January we need a winger. Now, we've all said our targets. I would love Pepe. Nicolas Pepe of obviously Leo. I think he can obviously take someone down the line. He's very direct, but what's one thing that's impressive? He might even have a career as a striker. He's very good in central positions. He's very good at he equally likes to go down the line as much as he likes to stay in central positions and thrive. And he really is a good player. You're hearing anything from 50 to 80 million for the lad, so I think that's out of Arsenal's price range. Allegedly, Hervin Lozano has been price tagged at 35 to 40 million by PSV. You guys know I like him. He's someone, he might not necessarily be blessed as much as some of the other targets or people I've named, but he's someone I've watched a lot. I've watched him at PSV. I've watched him at the World Cup. I've watched him in top games, and I think tactically he would thrive in the Premier League. I think technically he's got the ability. I think he's got the consistency, and I think because of his all-pressing nature and things like that, he'd be a hit, and that would be someone I'd love to go for, especially for that price tag. And we'll speak about Lookman in a bit, but could it be worth going for Thorgan Hazard? Now, I watch a lot of Gladbach. Gladbach got a couple of good players. They brought on they played some young 18-year-old centre-half. I'm going to do a vid about him, and they've been playing this 21-year-old midfielder. I think his first name is Florin, and he used to play for 1860s Munich, which is a good academy and a good side that produce a lot of talent. You look at the Bender twins and you look at Weigl. So if you want to scout the new team players, these are the sort of sides you just have to look at. We've got a good repertoire with Gladbach. I'd like us to get Zachariah, but for defensive mid he's a bit poor technically, but we signed Xhaka, maybe we can use that. I think Thorgan Hazard's at the level now where he could possibly make the step up. I don't think he's of the same cloth as his brother. I don't think he can reach that level. There's even games when he goes missing for me playing for Gladbach, but I've seen enough to see he's improved. He's definitely, I rated him a bit more than I previously have, to be honest, over the last 2 years, 18 months. He's gone up in my self-esteem. And because Arsenal don't have P's and things like that, surely it could be worth it. I mean, he's 25 years of age, so he's got time on his side. He's not like his brother, but he's similar to his brother. His link-up play is good. His dribbling is good. He's good at provoking the opposition. He's decent from set pieces. He can play on the left and play on the right. His link-up play is good as well. He's contracted till 2020, so maybe we can use that to our advantage. Allegedly, Dortmund want him. But the most impressive thing, or most important thing, is we need someone that's going to get roughly 10 goals from a wide position or certain sort of areas. I'm not saying he's Mo Salah, but you look at Salah. Salah was an out-and-out winger using his pace. He still does all of that, but he comes into central positions. I feel Pepe and obviously Thorgan Hazard could learn from coaching along that lines, and that's what's happening now. It's not really out-and-out wingers. It's about getting inside in dangerous positions. Look at Mahrez at City or Mahrez in his following seasons at Leicester. Before I got sidetracked, this season so far, he's got 12 goals, 7 assists in all comps. In the league, that turns to 9 and 6. Last season, I believe, forgive me if I'm wrong in all competitions, again, I could be wrong, but 11 goals, 9 assists. Apologies for that cutting out, people, low battery. But he's got 11 goals, 9 assists. So that shows you someone that's improved of last year. That shows you someone that can get goals and assists. That's essentially what we need. I can't speak for everyone, but I'm begging now. I'm begging this club for a winger, a wide man, someone that wants to get in, provoke the opposition. Clearly, we're not going to get Alexis Sanchez, but someone that was previously like Alexis. We know he developed and become this central figure at Arsenal, but someone like that. I'm crying for that sort of maverick. I'm at the point now, I will take someone that doesn't have any end product in the final third, but they've got pace. I love Adama Traore, but he's not at a top club because he doesn't have the end product or the decision making or the quality of decision making in final positions to play for the likes of Barca. Same goes for Deulofeu to a degree. I'm not calling for Deulofeu by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm at the level where I'll actually take someone that's essentially, I don't want to disrespect them, but essentially brain dead, a road runner who's brain dead. That's how desperate I am for a winger. Like, I don't think much of Willian at Chelsea, but I think Willian would start at Arsenal. That's how desperate I am for someone that will play out wide. And I feel for Thorgan Hazard, we probably won't look at him, but probably we should, to be honest with you. And obviously, Mislintat's obviously got one eye at Germany always. Could possibly do a deal. I would love us to go for Lookman as well. He ironically wants to go back to Germany and play for Leipzig, because he had probably his brightest bit of football since initially when he was at Charlton or his game against Manchester City for Everton. It's been tough for him. He's 21 years of age. He's only he's made 11 appearances this year, and he's only played 309 minutes. I looked on Transfermarkt how many times he's actually played to see if he's played more than if he's played 90 minutes consistently, and the highest minutes I saw was against Newcastle where he got 78. Before that, I'm seeing 33, 13, 5, 8. He's 21 years of age. He's a bit part. He could have stayed at Charlton and still played. He could have joined other clubs. He thought Everton was a good move, and it was because he thought he would have played. And it hasn't happened. Now, there's been a couple of managers, for whatever reason, he's not rated. Marco Silva doesn't want to rate him, so he needs to depart the club. I'm not too sure how much they would try and cost us, especially because he's English. But this could potentially be someone that can grow into something. I see a lot of potential in him. I see a rough diamond of sorts. He's got end product. He's skillful. Don't get twisted. He can improve. He's only 21. But he's got some ability, man. He's only made 36 appearances for Everton. 3 goals, 1 assist. Of course, that doesn't look promising. But considering we're a young side, considering we can't go after necessarily the top tier talents, these might be the sort of targets we need to look at, to be honest with you. I think Lookman can be done in January depending on the price, but he probably is going to go back to Germany or probably move on loan or seek pastures new because he can't be content with just warming the bench and everything there. But yeah, people, obviously you've got Ismail Sarr as well. I would love him. You saw me heavily scout him at the World Cup. You saw me talk about him last season. This season he started off well. I believe he's got 6 goals, 6 assists and 8 goals, forgive me if I'm wrong, or it might be 5 and 5, forgive me, and things like that. I'm not watching Rennes religiously as much as I was last year, but every time I'm seeing him score some good goals, I'm seeing his decision making improve. Can still go up several levels, but out of all the names I've said, Sarr's probably the one we need to look at and probably the most affordable. You're seeing 15 to 20 million. If Arsenal can't do that, then we really are poor in our pockets, really are on E, and we need to finance a loan or just simply get a 9 to 5 as a whole football club, to be fair, or let Jay-Z or Nines buy the club or something. But yeah, people, man, I don't know what I'm getting at. Oh yeah, and before, on the last topic on Thorgan Hazard, just the context is old games and whole goals at the club. For Gladbach in 166 appearances, 45 goals, 34 assists. Are you not going to tell me, whether you rate him or not necessarily, this isn't someone to potentially just look at or run the rule of? Or if you're going to have a list of targets, scout. Now, ideally, I'd love our club to sign someone unknown, especially if we haven't got money. Sign someone unknown that can develop and scout. It doesn't matter if a player costs 20 million or 200 million or £2. If a man's consistent and competent, that's all we need. But I'm a wannabe scout. I've got limited resources, limited time to watch stuff, so I can only talk about who I know and things. Michelin Tat and them, man, they're paid to look at people in other countries or people or rocks that aren't necessarily unturned. So I've got faith in them to do the business, but we'll have to see in that regards. But as for me, I'm kicking out, people, man. What can I say, man? Throughout the whole year, you lot have been consistent. So once again, thank you very much for watching. Once again, have a happy holidays, New Year, and them things there. Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, depending on what you celebrate. Or even if you don't celebrate Christmas, just enjoy it with your family. Just thank the Lord you're still breathing. And I definitely thank God that you're all still breathing, that I'm still breathing with my loved ones, and that you guys keep consistently supporting the thing and leaving nice messages. On that note, I'm not going to take up any more of your time, people. So once again, thank you. People, DG, comment, subscribe, follow me on my socials. They're in the description. I'm out.